Good morning. This is Art Andrews. Welcome to the Corner Table right here at Martini Lounge Radio. My guest today, well known to Philadelphians for sure. He is a former city councilman, a restaurateur, and now a publisher. James TayOun, Jimmy TayOun, if you will, has a diverse background, to say the least. His latest venture is the Philadelphia Record, of which he is the publisher. The Record joins a growing list of local newspapers in the city and the region. The Delaware Valley has the Enquirer and the Daily News, of course, and they have something for everyone, and they do a great job. Smaller publications, however, can be a little bit more specific. We'll talk with Jimmy TayOun about the Record and how his paper does just that, and we can chat a little bit about his time in city government. We'll do that in just a minute. Jimmy TayOun, publisher of the Philadelphia Record, the South Philadelphia Record. Jimmy, welcome to the show.
Philadelphia Record. Thank you very much. Plus, you forgot.
Good to see you.
One of my other occupations. I spent some time behind a wall.
I like the way you put that, an occupation.
An occupation. And
what was that like?
It was all right. Unless, having been in the Army, it was easy for me to adjust to prison life. You take orders, you say yes or no, sir, you mind your own business.
Yeah.
You march when they tell you to march, you go where you have to go.
What facility were you in?
Up in Pottsville.
Okay.
It's called Minersville.
Okay.
And Schuylkill. It's called Schuylkill.
Schuylkill County?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bottom line is, when I got out from the prison, they were finally letting me go. I missed the bus, supposedly.
To come home?
Yeah, they didn't schedule me to be taken to the bus station in Pottsville. So they had orders to drive me to Pottstown to catch the bus, the Peter Pan bus that services that area. And I wondered why this guard is driving at 90 miles an hour to get me to this bus. I said, I could have taken a later bus.
Sure.
No, you got to catch this bus. When I get to the station, we catch the bus, and I arrive in Philadelphia at 11th and Filbert. I can see why, because all the television stations were there.
Oh,
radio station commentators were there. And they were starting to pop me with questions.
So there was no chance of you just coming quietly home?
No, it's okay.
No.
I came in, and through the crowd came this little African-American lady, must have been about 5 feet high, in her 60s, and she crossed the street, 11th Street, came up to me and hugged me. She said, Mr. TayOun, I want to congratulate you. And I said, why? She says, you are now the complete American. And she was right. I learned so much from inside the prison system about what's wrong with the prison systems in America.
Right.
Why we're wasting so much money in containing prisoners, particularly minimum security prisoners, and how the prison system actually reinforces for those in prison the trades that got them into prison.
Really?
Sure. They learn from others their mistakes and how not to repeat those mistakes.
So when they come out, they can avoid those mistakes.
Yeah, definitely. Now, outside, when I came out, of course, I'm still a politician in my toes.
Of course.
My fingers. So I got involved in helping out John Street in his campaign for mayor and helped him get elected. And he acknowledged that over and over again. And one night, my son said to me, you look bored. And this was after the primary, hectic primary. He said, start a newspaper. I said, you don't believe I can start a newspaper? So I started the Public Record. And we picked a niche. And it was a political, and the unions, and the schools, and the community, organized community activity.
Yeah.
And we glean all the news that the Enquirer and Daily News have failed to report to the people week after week.
Well, that's the nice thing about a small newspaper. You can do this on a regular basis. You don't have to worry about covering all the national and international stuff. You can focus in on your specific audience.
Yeah, but our circulation is it's not small. Our circulation is 45,000 for the Public Record, and another 20,000 for the South Philadelphia Public Record, which started 3 months ago.
So how does a person who looks bored to his son start a newspaper? Where do you go for capital? Where do you go for advice?
You know, it was surprising. I kept looking for a name.
Yeah.
A name, and I kept saying Philadelphia Journal, Philadelphia this. There was a Philadelphia Journal. I said, no, I can't do that. And nothing looked right. And I said, what I'm trying to do is a niche.
Right. And really, that's the only thing you
niche?
could do, right?
A public record.
Yeah.
I took the public from the public ledger, an old defunct dealer.
Correct.
and the records from the old Philadelphia record.
Right.
Combined
Right.
them both,
Absolutely.
put the skyline behind them, and then took that around to all the political affairs.
Yeah.
And I kept taking pictures of events and things like that, and I kept saying, okay, you're going to advertise with us, you're going to advertise with us. Oh, yeah, we'll advertise. So
Yeah.
we had enough money in our
Yeah.
first editions
Yeah.
to pay for at least 6 subsequent editions. So
Yeah.
we didn't have to worry too much about advertising. And over the years, we're now celebrating our 9th year.
Great.
If
Now
anybody's listening this week,
these are weekly papers, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
and they want to come to a real gala where they can meet all the politicians, Democrats and Republicans,
Yeah.
who they will see wining and dining and dealing together.
Okay.